Okay, hey y'all. Okay, it's Pete Thuggin back at it again with another video. All right. So today we got a special guest. Okay, I got Jaleec, the one and only Jaleec Pino, on the phone with me. Okay, we gonna do this interview, and I'm gonna just go ahead and get all the rumors cleared up. We gonna get all the rumors cleared up. We want the truth and nothing but the truth. Okay, Jaleec.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know why your name just been circulating over the internet a lot. You know, you got a lot of dirt on your name, okay? I just want to start. Let's start here. We're gonna start here, okay? Because I don't know if it's something wrong, but there's a blogger that just keep throwing your name into shit. He swears y'all did something. Okay, his name is DCBABYDRACO. Have you ever did anything sexually with this man?
Man, let me tell you something, Pete Thuggin, and I'm going to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Any dude I've ever been with, I'll stand on that, especially if it ever makes media coverage. You know what I'm saying? I never slept with dude. I never kissed dude. This is on my dead sister ashes. This is on my 2 kids, my daughter and my son. Blood can't get on the internet right now with any pictures of us laying in the bed, with us kissing without the phone covering our mouth. But we did a publicity stunt, bro. This was before I even had a platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
let's be honest
okay.
Let me tell you. Dude got out of jail. He really... Go ahead.
Wait, because you saying this is a publicity stunt. What was the publicity stunt for? Was it for you? Was it for him? What was the whole idea? Was this your start of your career? Was this to boost his career? What was the publicity stunt? I don't understand it. Because you're saying, you know, this is something that you didn't have a career at this point in time, and now you have a career, and you feel like he taking this situation, this publicity stunt, and now he's trying to put full leverage on his side to make it seem like something it's not.
Yeah, he's trying to tarnish my name now. Yeah, he's basically coming for my career now that I have my own platform, and now that I'm able to paint. Now nobody can paint the narrative for me. I have a voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what he's intimidated by. You know what I'm saying? People that he looks up to is tapped in with me. People that he idolizes is tapped in with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's be for real. When we did this publicity stuff, there was a lot of rumors going around. You know what I'm saying? I had just lost my kids to CPS. I'm going to keep it 100.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Back in 2020, CPS came into the picture. Everybody was paying me out to be on drugs. You know what I'm saying? An addict. People didn't understand the reality of that narrative. You know what I'm saying? At the time, me and DC were really close, so he understood everything. It was a video circulating on the internet, and it was me dancing and waving my phone, whatever the case may be. People don't even know that after my kids were taken by CPS, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people were coming through my apartment complex, and they was recording me. They were trying to get into physical altercations with me. I was admitted into 4 or 5 different mental asylums. I had to prove that I was mentally stable before I even, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to prove to CPS because I was being slandered all over the internet, and people kept calling with fake allegations. You know what I'm saying? So I had to basically, like, prove that I was mentally stable, that these allegations were fake. You know what I'm saying? And DC knew about all that. You know what I'm saying? And he was still even covering stories on me. So you got to remember, DC built his platform off of me, Marcus, and Chris. At the end of the day, he can say whatever he wants to say. He knows how he built this platform. We were his content, bro. So I was like that's why it was easy for me to build a platform when I started my YouTube channel, because back then in 2020, 2021, 2022, I was his content. I was a lot of bloggers' content on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, at the time, I was coming back into the scene because, okay, now my kids are no longer in foster care. Now they're good. You know what I'm saying? I cleared my name. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dealing with CPS anymore. I proved that I wasn't on drugs. I'm still in school. I'm finna graduate with my bachelor's degree in June. You know what I'm saying? Like, I proved everybody, this narrative that people were trying to paint of me, I proved them wrong, bro. I proved them wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now that I'm reaching the level, now my career is starting to climb the ladder and my status is starting to go up. So now DC is intimidated by that. That was a publicity stunt because everybody had this narrative. You know, before I had a platform, everybody was painting their own narrative of me.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, she's a bad mom. She doesn't have custody of her kids. Oh, she's on drugs. Oh, she's ran through. She slept with A through Z. But if you think about it, who have I been with that's been publicized besides Chris, Marcus, Juvie, And what, DC, the publicity stunt with DC, when that was all orchestrated because I was trying to like bring my name back in, and he was trying to like, that we just felt like that was a good publicity stunt. If you look at the pictures, why does he only have that one video of us and that one picture? Any guy that I've ever dealt with has came to my house. I had a house at the time. We were in a hotel. We were supposed to do an interview that day. But I started drinking, and I'm like, and he came up with the idea a couple of weeks prior, like, maybe we should do this publicity stunt. I think we'll go crazy. People don't know that bloggers do publicity stunts. From 2021 to 2022, we were doing publicity stunts.
I seen some of the when you was posting receipts on your Instagram. I seen something that said, let's keep let's try to do it like the YouTube shit. Like, let's keep it on the YouTube shit.
I have the receipts from DC that I can send to you, to where you can even put it, like, however you want to do it. I can show you where DC is like sending me the vlogs and the feedback from the comments, and and I'm basically like telling them like let's like make it into like a YouTube couple platform, because I'm like, okay, maybe I could use this to like get on, but then like I ended up getting into, like, after our publicity stunt, DC started to like go up. It was like super crazy, right? And he started to go up just out of nowhere, but it was like I was still stagnant. Like, I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't gaining any followers.
It was more of he gained more than you did. He gained
more than I did. And mind you, I was like, okay. And so then after that, he just went up. Like, he had the interview with Lil Blood. He did he was just doing interviews, and he was interviewing everybody. He was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, I was living in Las Vegas. So DC never went to Las Vegas. I had to go to LA, and I got that room. So that's how those pictures were taken in that video. And I even have receipts to prove that we orchestrated it and we like planned it all out, and how we were laughing like at the comments. Like, that was a publicity stunt. Now if you ask me about anybody that I've ever dealt with, I'm gonna stand on business behind that. But when people said it, I'm ran through, who am I ran through by? Y'all only know about Chris. Y'all only know about Marcus. What y'all know about Juvie?
Okay. So yeah, I definitely we're gonna keep going here, because you said that they're saying that you ran through. So I don't know if you've seen, DC just did an interview with Trey B, and he pretty much goes to say that you messing with Leebo, EBK Leebo now too. So I guess EBK Leebo, what can you confirm or deny that? Is that true?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I met EBK Leebo before I knew any of the EBK members. So me and EBK Leebo had like a really close relationship last year, like around the time that this was before he even started rapping. Okay. So we were really close, you know what I'm saying? We had like we had a really close relationship, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stand on business with that. Like, we were really close, like, you know what I'm saying? And like we ended up, you know what I'm saying, just testing the waters, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, he was young, I was vulnerable, I was going through like the CPS case still. The CPS case didn't close until September of last year. When I met EBK Leebo, it was, I want to say like maybe April, May-ish. I can't, maybe April, maybe May. I can't pinpoint the exact time, but I was going through a lot at the time, and I was real lonely, and I was real depressed. So at the time when Leebo came into the picture, he wasn't a rapper, and he was really like my friend. Like, we were really good friends. Yes. And then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how it went. That's how I even discovered who EBK was. I'm going to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Yeah. So the whole reason why you know who EBK is because of Leebo. It was more of a friendship than whatever everybody else tried to paint the picture out to be.
Yes.
Okay. So how do you feel? Do you feel like people portray you out to be like a storyteller, like a liar, off of your facts? I mean, most of the time it do seem like, okay, you a little off the edge, but then it comes out that you tell the truth. So they pretty much saying, you feel me, you put a little extra on your stories. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about people thinking that you...
Well, honestly, you got to remember, the narrative on the internet before I had a platform was I was crazy. I suffered from a mental disability. I was on drugs. I was a bad mom. So now that I'm starting to climb the ladder, and I'm starting to build my core audience, and they're starting to understand me as a person, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to be a confliction with me being the only female in a male predominant lane. There's no females captivating this lane on the West Coast. Right. So it's like me diving into this lane, it's very intimidating. And I'm already an alpha female. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, they're going to try to discredit me. Why don't they discredit DC when DC said that I got arrested for stealing baby formula, when we go and look up the news article and it was DC and 2 other females that got arrested for baby formula? Why doesn't nobody talk about how his stories are not credible and he literally trolls his way to the top? I don't do that. I stand on business behind everything that I do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Every time he fell out with somebody, he did all the extracurriculars. Yeah, I might get into it with somebody, I'll say whatever, but I'll still give them their flowers. I'm not going to ride around Stockton and crash out and go to jail because I'm trying to prove I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? Like we're too, it's they're intimidated at the fact that I have a voice and I'm very persuasive. And then like they want to try to discredit me, but then eventually it comes out, okay, Jaleec was telling the truth. Why is that though? Why didn't y'all believe me in the beginning? If DC makes a video right now, y'all gonna believe him? With no facts, with no receipts, with no type of credibility. But because he's saying it, and now he has a audience, and he's very persuasive and manipulative, they believe him. But when it comes to me, oh no, you can't. She's not credible. Oh no, she's a hoe. Oh, she's ran through. Oh, you can't. Oh, she only messes with guys for clout. Like, what are you talking about?
Do you feel like you're being blackballed in a way because you're a woman and because of your past, prior, whatever you had in the past?
I definitely feel like that they're trying to blackball me, but right now I'm the voice that they want to hear. Right. Check the stats. Check who's tapped in with me. Everybody sees it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to say too much because I don't brag on what I'm doing, but just know, like, everybody's tuned in. So it's going to, with this, DC's going to work overtime to try to discredit me. And then the fact that he does an interview with EBK JAAYBO and DC have status. So I'm like, did the whole EBK come together and say, okay, do the interview with DC when DC and EBK JAAYBO are at odds right now? So it's like, what's really going on? Like, is y'all working overtime to come against me? Like, am I that much pressure to where you guys have to make amends to go against the female? Y'all look weak. They look boosy, bro.
Okay, when you say EBK, JAAYBO, and DC are at odds right now, what do you mean by that? Because I mean, it doesn't seem like Leebo and Trey B and all of them really, I don't know, too much are mad at him anymore at this point.
Well, because you got to think about it. DC has a platform. Look at their rap careers. They don't have rap careers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say it like that, but without JAAYBO, there would be no Leebo. Without EBK Young Jock, there would be no Trey B. So it's like, let's be honest here. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, DC has a platform. These are the same dudes that got on EBK Trey B and got on the phone with me and cop pleas. You know what I'm saying? And out of respect and listening to his side of the story, I took videos down on behalf of him. You know what I'm saying? But we done bumped heads. EBK JAAYBO and DC was cool when JAAYBO got out of jail when he was released last year, early in 2023. But something had transpired to where JAAYBO had said, like, you giving, why did you, like, release that I was, why did you post, like, when I was getting released? Like, you know, what if the seconds was waiting for me? You understand? Like, what if I could have lost my life? DC took it in a negative way, and then that's when he started just funking with EBK full-fledged. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was like, how can you be mad at him for saying, like, why would you post low? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you let them know that I'm being released on this day? Which is JAAYBO had a valid point. So it was kind of up with JAAYBO and DC. Now, I don't know if JAAYBO and DC made amends now, but I don't really see it because JAAYBO stand on business in regards to anybody working with anybody that he's at odds with. So it's like right now with DC, you know, EBK kind of is like, they do their own thing. But like, I know if JAAYBO was out, things would be a little bit different. Now, I'm not going to discredit anybody, but what I'm saying is clout is a big thing, and with bloggers bring a lot of momentum to these rappers. So like, either you're going to be on our good side or you're going to be on our bad side. But it's our job to be non-biased. When I come for EBK JAAYBO, I'm not coming for EBK JAAYBO because it's like history behind me and EBK JAAYBO. You understand? Right. Like, so it's not, I'm not just coming for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I did hear the story about him getting his pole took, whatever the case may be. But I actually just got a little bit of the backstory earlier today. So it's like he didn't even give me a chance to get back on the internet and revise my story. Because what I will do is revise the story if I ever get anything, like if I ever post anything misleading. And can't nobody discredit me in regards to that.
Right. Okay, so you don't feel like you're biased. You don't feel like you're biased when it comes to EBK, you know, all of the, like when it comes to you developing a story and when you're doing your side of the story, when you're telling your intel on the story, you don't feel like you're biased in any way.
No, I feel like, honestly, like when I just covered the story on Yada, JAAYBO, Leebo, and Benz, I told everybody about themselves. I didn't just come for one specific. I told Yada, okay, you know, you was out of pocket, you was doing this, whatever the case may be. I told JAAYBO about himself, but I told them about themselves in the video. Because I know that come on now, everybody's tuned in, so I'm pretty sure they're going to hear about it. Anybody talks about me in the video, I'm going to tune in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Okay, what's really going on? So, you know, I let every rapper know that I mentioned, like, about themselves, but then I always gave them positive feedback. So it's like, why do I not get acknowledged for me giving back? It's constructive criticism, bro. We're in a business where it's always going to be constructive criticism. Why, when I do it, it's a problem? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Can you like, I really want to I'm pretty sure everybody wants to know what made you and DC initially fall out and why is there so much tension? I don't really think no one really understands where the tension came from. I'm
going to be honest with you. Me and DC was cool for years, since 2020. You know what I'm saying? I remember being down on my luck back in 2020, and me and DC, we was most hated. He was covering me. If you look back, you know what I'm saying? Like, DC was covering me. We ended up building a good friendship. But, like, I never met DC in person. For years, like, I didn't meet DC for the first time until, like, I want to say 2020, the end of 2020 or the end of 2021. The first time I met him. And, you know, but before that, we was always talking on the phone because DC always had his guard up. He didn't trust anybody. Now he's, like, different. Like, now he'll pull up, he'll talk to you. Like, before that, he was very antisocial. He didn't know who to trust. So, you know, he would look out for me or whatever. Like, he always would call and check up on me. Like, we had and then he ended up getting with his baby mama, Savannah. When he got with Savannah felt some type of way about us being so close. But Savannah didn't understand. We was just building a business rapport. Like, I kind of respected, like, the lane of blogging. And to where I wanted to get into it and I started to manage bloggers. You know what I'm saying? And so Savannah came into the picture as baby mama and she kind of cut off our business relationship. And that's when DC started to troll me. And he would say like stuff like, oh, Jaleec gets arrested for baby formula. But mind you, he was the one that got arrested for that. Those weren't my charges. My charges were completely different. My charges were invading, you know what I'm saying? Way steeper charges. Like they were like it had nothing to do with no baby formula, baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, but when you look up DC D'Anthony Dandy on Google, he went to jail for baby formula. But he made a whole YouTube video about me going to jail for baby formula. So he would make up these storylines and people would believe it. Because he was the only one with a platform. Like I didn't have a platform. I just had lives that people were screen recording and putting on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like basically he was able to persuade the audience more. So fast forward, the second time I ever seen him in person was when we did the publicity stunt. I only seen DC twice in my life. This is on my dead sister ashes. You know what I'm saying? I only seen DC twice. Each time it was real brief. It wasn't anything longer than that because like I said, DC always had its guard up. Once we did that publicity stunt, he started to like get cool with like the Mozzy camp. You know what I'm saying? And like Davo reached out, Mozzy, like you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was odd to me because DC was kind of trolling Marcus back in the day. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, Mozzy is like the Mozzy camp is getting cool with DC after he does a publicity stunt on me, but they're not knowing at the time that it's a publicity stunt, but I'm paying attention. I'm like, okay, like, hold on, little blood's happening now. Like, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? And so then he started to, like, build it, like, a rapport with, like, the Mozzy camp, or, like, BOE, Moo and all them. So what he did was, when JAAYBO got out, and then, like, he was covering JAAYBO, and he was covering, like, the mod, like, he was doing interviews with, like, June on a Beat or whatever, he, like, posted something happened to where me and Moo started to get, Moo started to get into it on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew that I didn't want my Instagram deleted, so I said, I'm going to just post this on YouTube. So I posted on YouTube and I said, click the link because I'm not going to do this on Instagram. I hit 10,000 views in a day. You could listen to any interview that I've done since I had a platform. My story has remained the same. I had 10,000 views in a day and get over 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, hold on. By then, I'm up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now my platform is I'm going at it with Moo, and DC's using his platform to put Moo on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm using my platform. You know what I'm saying? I'm using my platform basically to like, I'm co-signing EBK JAAYBO and he's co-signing Boe Moo. I'm going at it with Boe Moo and he's going at it with EBK JAAYBO. That's what caused us to fall out ultimately with Boe Moo and EBK JAAYBO.
So that's the reason why you guys ultimately
Yes.
So, and then y'all started going back and forth and it was just...
We never went back and forth. He didn't acknowledge me because I think he wasn't trying to like, what would he say? He wasn't trying to give me clout. But I already had a household name on YouTube for years. Okay. So I already had the clout.
Yeah. Okay, so it
was
more of a like...
I have to date somebody for clout. That's why when you said I was dating people, I am the clout. I put you on. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have rappers that come up to me that really be trying to date me and be with me and post pictures with me and all that. I don't even be on that because I don't want to be labeled as I only date rappers, bro, because I date regular people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that whole initial thing, so y'all never really actually... Y'all never physically had a conversation to where y'all felt like it was more of a y'all just stopped talking.
So
we just parted ways. It was just, okay, you have no more communication.
So then when he got out of jail or prison or whatever.
Well, no, when he first went to jail, when he first went down, I did start trolling him. I'm not going to lie. I got on there, I said he was doing more talking than a correctional officer. You know what I'm saying? I was saying stuff like that, was trolling him, and then I got on him because I'm like, okay, now's my time, because for all these years you would paint these false narratives when we fell out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
they know me personally because I gave them payments. The police, the crime, they know you personally because you gave them stable. I was 17, I was trying to take little law case for him. Daddy was doing life I couldn't sit outside and wait for him.
He's trying so hard to cause a diversion. Now we got to the point where he like, I'm gonna post these old pictures and say, why would you say you have a whole YouTube channel? Why would you not post those videos and say that you dated me first, that you had me first? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I hear you. Okay. So you told him.
Listen, why would he get on Instagram a couple of days ago and say, oh, I had her first. It's up for grabs. Anybody could post this. So
yeah, that was a curveball. That was a curveball. That came out of nowhere.
That threw me off. You got over 30,000 subscribers, bro. Why didn't me and you go head up on YouTube? Me and you could have woke it up on my phone. But you know, though, that's what I'm saying. You had to get a EBK JAAYBO cosign, and you had to try to say that I was ran through. And what are you talking about? DC, you're popping. Why would I not claim that I was messing with you if I was messing with you? I'd be like, on my phone, that was my boyfriend, and he was posting me. And if you go look at his Lil Blood interview, he was claiming me. I would have stood on all that. Can't nobody that ever been with me, anybody that I ever dated that was a rapper was my boyfriend. And that's on my kids. That's on my dead sister Ashley, bro. I don't clout chase, bro. Every rapper that I've ever dated came from me, bro. I don't go for rappers, bro.
Just muted.
Okay.
Facts.
So, that's just to clear the air, right? We just clear the air.
Man, that's clear the air because it's these false narratives, bro. Like, I'm not with that, bro. Like, and I kept trying to ignore it and see, but it's like you're really trolling, and I'm not the one to troll because I really stand on business, though, and he knows that. Now, why did you need an EBK JAAYBO cosign to try to pay? Okay, why do they do this for women? Okay, they can't come for women like, oh, we can't. Then he's using my lingo. I say gangsta car revoked. He's using my lingo.
Sitting here trying to analyze everything, and y'all know that I can't talk all the way because my tongue is back in my mouth.
Because he feels like I'm coming in and I'm going to take over his lane. Yeah, bro, I'm not you, bro. I stand on business and I'm a female. And you can't fathom the thought because you're a weirdo, bro. He's really, he's mentally unstable, bro. Oh, G, bro.
Oh, shit.
You can't.
They know me personally because I gave them payments. The police, the crime, they know you personally because you gave them stable. I was 17, I was trying to take little law case for him. Daddy was doing life I couldn't sit outside and wait for him.
Or if it was a publicity stunt or not. What are you talking about? I'm going to stand on business with any rapper I ever dealt with because, like I said, I never went for any rapper. Every rapper came for me, and every rapper was my boyfriend. Let's talk about it.
Okay. So you feel like the Trey B cosign wasn't really, it wasn't touching, it didn't really put no icing on the cake. It didn't put the icing on the cake.
Bro, that looked like you was trying to get some little, like, and I'm going to say this to Trey B. Trey B wasn't really saying too much. I'm going to give him that. He wasn't really like, I think he knew what, I don't know if they talked prior to that interview or if they like had it planned out or DC just kind of threw it out there, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Trey B wasn't really like, he was feeding into it, but he wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? He was keeping it clear at the same time though. So I'm going to give Trey B that. But on my soul, me and EBK Trey B could wake it up, and on my soul, me and DC could wake it up. What do they want to do? We could wake it up. I could wake the whole internet up. It's nothing. What do they really want to do? I don't have to click up to nobody, bro. I can get on my YouTube and say whatever I want to say by myself. It's up to you to believe me or not.
Right. That's why I just wanted to really get your side. A lot of people want clarity. They want to know, like, you never really went publicly about that situation. You threw your receipts out there and you left the situation alone. It just seemed like, I don't know, DC just been he going hard now, full throttle on his YouTube. Not trying to make every video about you, but it just seemed like every video got your name.
Every video is fixated about me. Like, right. You're stealing my content. You're stealing my lingo. You're going after rappers that I'm covering. Like, what's really going on here? You see me as competition. Just stand on business. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, go head up with me, though. Go head up with me on YouTube and may the best one win, DC. Let's go head up, though. That's the challenge, bro. I want you to accept the challenge and may the best one win. On my soul. And I'm going to stand on anything. I don't have nothing to hide. Bro, I just told you about the CPS case. I just told you I done dated rappers. I just told you all this. Nothing to hide, bro. If I ever mess with DC, I stand on that because he's popping on YouTube. Oh, like he said, I only mess with dudes with clout. You got the clout, bro. You can interview any rapper right now on the West Coast. What are you talking about? Why would I not claim that, bro? Be for real. And when I dated Chris, that was before he was a rapper. When I was with Marcus, that was before. Come on, bro. Y'all living off of, it's not my fault that every dude I end up dating is somebody. That's not my fault, bro. That's just what I attract.
Okay, can I ask you something? Can I ask you, were you ever attracted to DC in any way? Like, even him comforting you?
Never. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, Pete Thuggin. Let me tell you why. Because I really knew DC. I know DC. I've been knowing DC for 4 years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I knew that if I ever did mess with him, let me tell you something. Anybody that I ever messed with, bro, will tell you, Jaleec is very toxic. You understand? Like, she's toxic, and you hear me? Like, but they all love me, though. You understand? Like, they hate to love me, though, because I'm really one of them ones, though. I'm really different. Mm-hmm. Bro, I knew messing with DC. I know every girl that he's ever messed with. You understand? I know things about DC that nobody knows. You
okay.
Understand?
You can give
I know things about DC that nobody knows. I would never mess with DC.
What do you? Can you elaborate? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate?
I know too much about dude. I just know too much about dude. DC really wanted to be with me, but I didn't want to mess up our friendship. I even have the messages from me and his baby mom, and his baby mom even said, yeah, he told me it was a publicity stunt. You guys were smart about, you know, like, she even said, like, you guys were smart for that. Me and DC were always smart when it came to, like, pulling off a publicity stunt. We did it 1,000,001 times. I did it with previous bloggers that I worked with. You know what I'm saying? We know how to wake the internet up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I know how to wake the internet up. I does this for a living, and I'm in school for this. So it's like, this is my thing, though. I'm not with DC. I know too much about dude. I don't know. He's just one of them dudes. I don't know. Like, I don't know. He just ain't like, I don't know. I'm not trying to, like, you feel me? But he's not. He's like, I knew that one day. I knew how he was as a person. If I would have put this on him, he would have really went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, for sure. Okay. Do
you feel like DC had feelings for you, like, on the low?
Absolutely, DC had feelings for. DC was in love with me, but I like kept friends on him. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that because you're gonna get mad one day and you're gonna make a story on me, and then they're gonna believe you over me, and I don't have time. And at the time, I didn't have a platform. You gotta remember this. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, we'll do this publicity stuff. Maybe it's going to boost my followers and my subscribers. Like, I was hoping that, but it just boosted him up.
Right. Yeah.
Then
so
ironically, I ended up getting into it.
It backfired. Pretty much put you under a limelight of, oh, she's a pass around, and He a player.
So now he's
he macking.
So now he's painting his narrative like, okay, you get out instead of just coming for me on some gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of coming at me as a blogger, like, come on, blogger versus blogger, you came at me. That's what men do, though. They'll try to come at, like, who women dealt with. But it's like, if I dealt with you, I'm going to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? If I dealt with you, I'm going to stand on that. It's not like dude ain't popping. He popping on you, too. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm more popping than him, and he's intimidated by that.
Okay. So,
and
yeah.
I'm stand on that.
He has, like, over 20,000 more subscribers than you at the moment. You feel like over these next few months, you'll be able to surpass him? And
absolutely. And I would have already surpassed him. You got to remember, I was taking breaks. People didn't know at the time when I started my YouTube, I was still dealing with that CPS case with my kids. Mm-hmm. So at the time, I was getting bullied on the internet. People were saying I was on drugs. People were saying that I was a bad mom. People were saying, it was a lot of things I was dealing with on top of going to school full time, on top of getting straight A's, on top of working, on top of keeping it sane because CPS kept getting reports sent to them for YouTube videos about me every other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot that I was dealing with mentally. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I would take breaks off of YouTube. I'd go months. I'd probably drop once a month. If I once a month, I'll come back and like 2 months. Jaleec, where you been at? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. It didn't really work like that, but I was dealing with depression. I was really depressed, bro. On God. When somebody takes something from you that you carried and that you birthed and y'all beat the same heartbeat and people are mad that you have so much control with your mouth is so powerful that they come for your kids right. And they make these false accusations. Mm-hmm. My mama, you're not going to be feeling nothing because my kids is my world. I don't know how everybody else moves. You know what I'm saying? So I was dealing with a lot. Now I'm able to go full throttle and I'm consistent because my life ain't how it was 2 years ago. My life ain't how it was a year and a half ago. I'm in a totally different space.
Right.
My kids is good. I'm good. I'm finna graduate. Everything looking lovely on my end.
Yes, a lot of people have noticed your growth on the YouTube. The way you talk, how you changed how you changed the way you talk and everything. Your presentation has been A+. Okay. What made you start changing up the way you are presenting yourself on the platform YouTube?
You said what? I'm sorry. It's like...
What made you change the way you present yourself on YouTube, on the platform? How you talk?
Hold on, you going like in and out there?
Hold on. You can hear me?
Kinda.
Hold on. Okay, y'all, we got Jaleec back on. She, the connection was fucking up, y'all. So we gonna go right back to where we started. Now, I was saying, YouTube. You changed your presentation, like it was a whole 360, and now you're presenting yourself totally different. You're definitely more professional. It's an A+ for effort. What made you change the way you present yourself on the YouTube platform?
Honestly, because like as I'm getting closer to my graduation date, in regards like all that I went through and all that I've endured, like I'm grown as a woman. I'm not a kid no more. Like I'm finna be 30 now. Like you know what I'm saying, like. I'm finna have my bachelor's degree. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have a daughter and a son. You know what I'm saying? They're only getting older. Like, they're always gonna see what's transpiring on the internet, and I don't ever want anything that I've done in my past to backfire. And I believe that what you put out into this world is what you get back. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me do the 360. I can't be biased. Now I'm gonna get on the internet and I'm gonna cover a story. Now, if y'all wanna say that I'm doing the police work, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, I'm just doing what I do best, and that's paying my due diligence. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just here to deliver to the people, to defend them to the audience. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me change my perspective because I'm a mother.
Okay.
First and foremost. And I'm learning how to be a woman while still teaching myself how to be a woman while dealing with all of these, you know what I'm saying, these bumps in the road. You know what I'm saying? I still kept faith in my path, and I'm only going up from here. Right. And that's why a lot of people are coming from me right now. They're coming from my career. They're coming from my credibility. They're coming from me as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's very intimidating to a lot of men. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only female dominating this lane on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? And one day I'm going to be bigger than that.
Right. Okay. So the last question for tonight, I really do want to, also thank you for actually coming through for the interview. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you. Because
You know,
I was gonna wake it up tonight, boy. I'm telling you, I was gonna wake it up.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to get your insight because, you know, it's just been a lot of, it seemed like it's a hate train or whatever. So I just wanted to get your insight.
You know, it's an I Hate Jaleec committee right now, man. You know, it's a lot of men working overtime to execute my demise, man. That's nothing. No, you said I'm still prosper.
Right. So, what's your plans now? What's the next story? What you got in the works right now for YouTube? What's your next story?
Honestly, a lot of people said that I need to expand. Right now, I'm going to keep covering stuff in California. And I'm going to keep giving constructive criticism. And I'm going to keep covering EBK JAAYBO and Brands and Yada and anything else, Mozzy, that might come out. But now I'm just changing my delivery in regards to the way that my message is being conveyed. Right now, this is my lane, and I'm a dominator until I'm able to go industry. You know what I'm saying? And one day I'm going to go industry, and everybody going to look back and say, Jaleec really did it. And everybody that's on this I Hate Jaleec committee is going to be trying to ride the wave, and it's going to be a little bit too late. Don't be on this fresh toast with the buttercup. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. I hear you. So, so that's pretty much it for the interview. Just like I told you, I just wanted to get your side of the story. I just wanted to hear your delivery and see how you felt on all the, the ongoing controversy with your name and all these rappers and bloggers and TikTokers and dancers and you get it. You know what I'm saying? You know.
I just wanted to bring clarity though. Like I said, I just feel like as men, they shouldn't keep trying to use that against me. Like you guys are bringing up old relationships. Come on, I have 2 children with the dude. You know what I'm saying? Chris, I was with dude when we was 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we all 30 now. Chris was still here. He would have been, you feel me? We all the same age. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, y'all, what y'all gonna bring up? Juvie? Okay, I got pregnant. Who doesn't know that? Yeah, so what? Next. But DC, come on, blood. I would have stood on that. You know what I'm saying? I would have stood on that. Right. But it ain't nothing to stand on because it never happened. Anything, it's like y'all want to paint this narrative, blood. Stop coming for me as a woman, blood, and come for me as a character, as a person, as a human being. Don't worry about who I'm sleeping with at the end of the night. That's irrelevant. Because y'all really clocking old news. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you really knew me, if you really know me, you know that I'm really a good-hearted person. And you know what I'm saying? I'm only triggered when, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I just wanted to get my side of the story, y'all. But y'all can't believe, dude. But y'all can't believe everything you hear on the internet. And like I said, I would have revised that EBK JAAYBO story. But since he got up on that interview, I'm going to take my time with that.
All right. Okay, we out. Hey, y'all. We out with this. Hey.
You know what? Yes, sir.
We out. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Hey, you know. Thank you.